Hey everyone, Razor here. I'm up here at my buddy's shop. This is the shaper that I've been doing the wheels for. And if you guys hear some background talking, they're over there in the corner conversing. This right here, this is one of my wheels, and I actually missed the adjustment, if you will, from the retaining ring to my shim that I had to make in order to keep this thing from moving, sliding back and forth on the shaft. So there's no movement in there this way at all right now. So out of the three wheels, this is the only one that I had to go back and revisit. So I figured that's not too bad for a beginner. So anyway, it does go right here in this corner right here. And just to give you guys a little like close-up thing here, I'm gonna go ahead and change this out and put my wheel in here. So it's basically held in with just a set screw in there, as you can see. And here's the old original wheel that does not spin very well at all, but we needed it to get our table set up in here anyway. So now my new pen fits in here, and in order to get our adjustment this way, we have to literally slide the table, so you can see it's rolling along. And there's a V-groove right in here. Let me take the camera out of here. I'll show you guys how this works. There's the V-groove right there, right here. And I had to find a shop that could redress that thing, because that was the initial problem with this table, is that in each of the three locations of where the wheels go, there was like a little indentation in the V. Whether it be from traveling down the road or whatever, we couldn't figure out how that happened, but anyway, it did nonetheless. And we had to have that reground. And then, so therefore, that's what prompted me to, for the need to make the wheels. So as you can see right there, obviously, it's not lined up. So we center it here like this. And then from my piece, my eccentric adjustment is done through here, that we will just spin this up from the back side. Oops, sorry you guys. So you stick the wrench back up inside here in the back, and once I find it, trying to do this with one hand is easier said than done. But anyway, the point is that that Allen head in the back will spin this up and down in order to get our elevation that we need in order to seat this thing onto our table. So it will extend out this direction and still remain true to this top surface right here. And that's the whole idea behind this whole thing, guys, is that the guy that I did take the table to grind the V-groove also reground the top and trued up the top. But as you can see, as I pull this back, see, this is the whole idea. This whole thing slides back and forth, and the spindle is right here, and this is what you mount your cutters to, whatever profile you want to achieve in your wood. And if your wood is wide enough, obviously, then it'll sit on the table here. And as you roll this thing back and forth, while that thing's spinning, it'll cut the profile in the wood. So it's kind of a cool piece of equipment, and it's pretty accurate as far as that's concerned. It's like us and our lathes and our mills. So this is for the woodworking community. So anyway, I'll put you back in my tripod here, and change this wheel out of here and get it in its preliminary adjustments that we need in order for it to work correctly. So, and there is the key, it does fit. So slide that in there. And so, see, I don't know if you can see that, but you can see it raised and lower right there. So basically we'll stick this out And this adjustment is held by this wrench right here. There's a set screw that goes down and bears on the shaft itself. And so just as a preliminary setting here, because my customer will go back and do all the final adjustments to get the table dialed in to where it's supposed to go. So that being said, see, I'm adjusting that to where when it hits the wheel, it doesn't raise the table and doesn't lower the table. It sits just absolutely gnat's ass right there, guys. So I'm pretty proud of myself on this one. It came out really good. So we'll just give a little crank on there, and this adjustment right here is for, there's a flat on the table on the back side back here that this flat right here is what, there's a brass nut, if you will, that goes down and it contacts that table right there, that surface right there, so you can see it move. And it prevents the table from, doing any elevation changes as well. So it's a pretty sophisticated piece of equipment, that's for sure. And it's just as touchy as our machines that we deal with. If everything's not true and running concentric with each other, it doesn't work well. So, you guys, that being said, my customer is very happy with the way this thing has turned out. He's given me another job that I did, for what it's worth. I'll bring you over here to the wood sander that I wound up making this new spindle right here. I turned a shaft that went inside here, and this is for a wood sander that, as you can see, it can be used as a drum right here, or there's the big table sitting right there that goes over this whole contraption, and you can put a big belt across here it's intended to have a big belt that wraps around this whole thing and spins. So, and he had it working a few minutes ago. It's pretty cool. This is sitting on an eccentric on a cam. This whole system right here is sitting on a cam that when he engages it, it goes up and down, and it's pretty cool. So, anyway, guys, this has been a really good job for me. These two jobs here, and again, I appreciate the business from these guys, and he's got a couple other jobs lined up for me, and it's just a matter of when I can get to them. So that's it, guys. So I appreciate you hanging out with me. You know where the subscribe button is, and like I tell everyone, be safe. These machines right here is a perfect example of what I mean by that. At the end of all my videos, is that any one of these pieces of equipment can really hurt you, and hurt you bad if you're not careful. So anyway, everyone, be careful out there, and Razor Ray's going to say so long for now, and this is the end of this whole series. So appreciate you guys hanging with me through the end, and I'll bring you some more videos when the opportunity presents itself. So everyone, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.